Yeah, keep in mind, Dak had one of the best regular seasons amongst quarterbacks, right? But disappointed in the playoffs when Jordan Love and the Packers ended their season early on their home turf. Much of the talk this offseason is whether Jerry's going to pay all of his stars, one of them being Prescott. Meanwhile, CeeDee Lamb, he continues to hold out. He wants to get paid. Last week, we heard from both Dak and Jerry saying it could be a possibility, Swaggo. Are you listening?
Yeah.
He's not donning the star helmet next season. Big Jerry, what's the latest?
Well, Dak for us is I get in trouble every time I make comparisons. Okay, I do get in trouble, and of course we saw a head-to-head match with Green Bay last year. We've all got that burr in our saddle. I'm anxious for Dak to get a chance to show he's the best with the Cowboy star on it.
And you think he can do that without a new deal?
Oh yes, yes, yes. But don't. That might imply that we're not going to do a new deal, and that's just not the case. Those things change. It can happen.
Okay, so to be clear, that was Jerry being asked if Dak is a better quarterback than Jordan Love. Now, the reaction is up to you.
RC first.
Why? You're a former Cowboy. You live in Texas.
But then what it say on the paper?
Oh, well, I can't call an audible.
I'm processing.
All right, RC, you know what?
RC, let me process.
You know what? I got to say one thing. I process like a dude. I do the same thing, so I'm with you on it. Let's give him a moment. Go ahead.
Hey, well, Molly, I don't need a moment because emotionally I'm not tied to this.
You're not invested.
And so I can talk about it at all.
Yeah.
The thing is right. The question was, as you said, Molly, is Dak better than Jordan Love? Which would imply, if you think he is, then you should give him a contract and pay him his money, and it should be more than $55 million, which just made Jordan Love the highest player ever in the NFL. But I don't think that Jerry actually believes that, because Jerry pointed to the head-to-head matchup in the playoffs in which Jordan Love greatly outplayed Dak Prescott. And if he says that, then he has to admit that Dak Prescott should already have his contract when he doesn't. And maybe Jerry doesn't believe he should pay Dak that sort of money when they keep finding themselves out of the playoffs before the NFC Championship. And he was trying to give us the love the one you're with answer. Dak for us. But he couldn't even bring himself to do it. Jerry Jones chose that moment to be honest. And isn't that what we want from our owners? Honesty? So Jerry Jones couldn't bring himself to lie and say, nope, I think Dak is better. And even if he says it, then everybody's going to say, well, what happened in the playoffs? And now we got to talk about Dak's playoff struggles. I agree with this. This is what I know. Dak is going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL next year. He may get $60 million a year. He may get $65 million a year, whatever it is, because he is going to have a really good regular season, because Dak Prescott always has a really good regular season. But for the next 5 years, I, like Jerry Jones seems to be, would take Jordan Love before I took Dak Prescott.
Yeah. So this is why I love being on TV with RC, because we both from Louisiana, and we both can see two sides. RC, I wanted him to lie. Because he lies a lot.
Yeah.
Like
why,
I wanted.
Why
like
now?
why now?
Why is morality?
Why? Yeah. Why?
What's the date today?
Yeah.
Why are we worried about morality?
Why was that answer
like,
different?
Are you going to confession later?
Right. Like what the hell? I didn't watch you lie for the last 5 years. I've been covering the NFL
wanted him to lie
for ESPN.
Like,
just say, yeah, Dak better.
Sometimes you gotta lie to help people's feelings.
There you go. RC, and you know this, and Molly, you know this. We've all dated. We've all dated before, right? And we've all had a plan for a date. And we've at times told somebody else, you go ahead and plan it. And we leave things up for interpretation. And then we get to the restaurant or we get on the date and you like, man, I hate it here. Right? But you like the person, but you hate what they set up just now. That's what Jerry just did. He left it for interpretation. So now the whole conversation is going to be, Jerry don't think that Dak is better than Jordan Love. And even if Jerry felt that, lie. Lie, because Dak plays quarterback for your team, and you're about to pay him $52 to $55 million a year for this year to play football. So look,
You're
man,
lying out of the goodness of your heart.
Yes,
it's not like a real one. It's
and
like
Molly,
a little
my
white
wife told me this, and I love her to death because my wife is a realist. Like, we live in a house of realness. My wife tell me sometimes, baby, I gotta lie to you, and you gotta lie to me, so we don't have turmoil in the house sometimes. And it ain't no lie that's gonna change catastrophically. It ain't no lie that's gonna change our life. It's just something to say, hey, you did
you overcook the chicken. You're not gonna be like, oh, dinner tastes like rubber tonight.
Exactly. I'm gonna be like, babe,
no, it's cool.
it was fine. It was good.
I'm gonna go take a quick ride. I'm gonna take a quick ride.
There you
just
go.
Right? Real fast. You're not gonna be like, this is hot garbage.
Like, golly, bro. So RC here trying to be logical, because my dog is logical sometimes. And then sometimes my dog want to rock with me, and he want to go to the deep end.
You know what
Today he don't want the deep end.
I don't believe RC's being logical.
Man.
I believe he is on TV and on podcasts and on so many shows all the time, and he's just like, I'm tired of this. The same way Jerry is. Finally, he said what we're all thinking.
RC, I'm sick of it, bro. Don't do this to me, bro. I've been off.
Swag, but
let's go off the deep end.
Swag, think about this, though. Think about Jerry. Think about the thought process of Jerry Jones, right? Because the thing that he couldn't get in trouble for, because remember he says, I always get in trouble for making comparisons. The thing he couldn't get in trouble for would be to say, Dak Prescott is our quarterback and Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in football, which we know is not true, because Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football. But this is a way that you can totally escape any comparison to Jordan Love. You don't have to say if he's better than Jordan Love or not. But Jerry, in his heart, though, Swag, in his heart, he truly thought to himself, I need to answer this question. And he's like, oh, wait, if I answer this real, I'm going to get in trouble. This is like when your old lady comes out and she has a dress on and you know it's the one she picked. And you may not love it.
You might not
and
love
it may not be the best. But you say, baby, that's the one. You know why? Because if you don't, y'all going to be beefed out all night. And now she's going to take another hour to get ready when you already late. So Jerry Jones couldn't bring himself to do that, and this is why we're here now.
Nope. If we're doing the relationship conversation, it's like
Molly.
when someone brings up your ex to the people. That's what I would say. Very simple. You hold up a mic, this versus it. I don't get into the comparison game.
There you go, Molly.
It's very simple.
It's just simple. Is your new boo better? Do you feel better about your new boo than your old boo? Yes. But you know your old boo has some qualities you love way more than your new boo got. It's just that, bro. Listen,
you want
people. You know what I
you
said
want to
one
blend
time?
them.
Ryan, that's what you want to combine them. Sometimes you just want to combine.